YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about how to 1v3, how to solo trio, and I'm going to be doing that by giving you a few tips while breaking down a 26 kill solo trio win that I had the other day on stream. So as we're dropping in here, I think the first thing that I want you to understand is pace of play. We're actually going to have a really easy early game here. For the most part, there's no buy at living quarters, but there were so many people flying in up there that I wanted no part. So I'm going to go ahead and land over here at living quarters and really loot up. Now while we're looting up, let's talk about some tips. First tip is going to be pace. And when I think about 1v3ing and solo trioing here, I want to get a knock early. I want to be patient, get a knock early, and then it's a 1v2 situation. And then that's much more manageable. So I want to essentially get a knock, and then I'll go ahead and start to push that 1v2, looking to get a clean second kill as well. And then I go ahead and finish off the last guy. Now, I start off by playing this really well, a little IQ play here. I see Lodi come in, so I'm going to call precision airstrike. I'm going to mount. I'm going to get it down there. I'm going to get it down there. I don't need chat. I think I just got a down, a thirst, and two more downs there. So we're going to go ahead and push up. Now, once we have pace of play, the next thing to really focus on is information, because that information is going to be crucial, whether it's UAVs up, whether it's mini-map pings when you get a kill. Right here, I get the mini-map ping that there's a guy over to the right here. I end up seeing him right there. So using that information to our advantage. And you know, once we, kind of going back to point number one, I play slow until I can get a knock early, and then I start to play fast. So we have pace of play, then we go into information, and then we really want to talk about repositioning. Now, I see one landing up top here. I'm going to go ahead and get loadout down, which is going to be crucial. He's going to peek that. I'm going to go ahead and down him with the bar. Now, I know I have an advantage there. I know one's flying in, right, because that guy wasn't immediately thirsted. I see him right there. I kind of scare him inside. Now that gives me a window to grab Lodi, which is super important. I'm running the Cold War AK in the OTS-9 this game, and I now have enough cash to get a UAV. So I'm going to go ahead and grab UAV, get that information up, and start to figure out what my pace is going to be. Now, tip number 3 is really going to be repositioning throughout fights. So we want to focus on pace of play, you know, playing slow a little bit earlier, and then we're going to go and start to play fast, reposition, and really throughout that fight use information to our advantage. Now, as I'm looking at this mini-map here, right here, I want to give you a quick bonus tip, because you're going to see it throughout this gameplay, and it's really crucial to getting kills without taking damage. That is anticipation. I'm not going to really be talking about execution today. How do we, you know, get kills without taking damage? But I really want to focus on my anticipation throughout this gameplay, how it helps me, and there are certain situations where it actually hurts me, and I almost die because of it. Now, I see 3 people above me, so I can't just send this ladder right here. So I'm going to go ahead and push, try to take a different angle. This guy drops right down. So I'm going to go ahead and get the down, get the thirst, and I see 2 people above me. So I have that information now, and as I turn this corner, not really in where I anticipated him being. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back. I'm going to play it up real quick. And you see how, because I took a lot of damage there, I kind of have to take myself out of the fight real quick. So I'm going to go ahead. I see one now below me, so I know that I can get this thirst. And keep in mind, I've already killed this team once, so I know they don't have self-revive. Now I see 2 dots on the mini-map here. And notice how I'm keeping them separated, because I'm farming them a little bit. And, you know, I'm really, you know, one's flying in, I'm challenging the next one. Then I get that down, I get the thirst. I know where the next one is, then I go challenge this person. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge this one right here. I kind of wait for spawn protection to run out. I get the down, but I can't get that thirst. So not going to be able to use information right there just quite yet. So I'm going to check heartbeat sensor. This is where I talk about getting loadout. It's a huge advantage, right? He's 8.2. I knew he was below me, so I'm going to check this way. I get the down. I get the thirst. Boom, right there. One flying in. I know this other one to my right is down back here, although I wasn't totally sure where, and he's right there. And we get caught in a little bit of a weird spot here. I don't have enough for a UAV. I don't really have information because that team kind of flew away from me at this point. I got to figure out what my next move is. Now, one thing I do want to say is solo trios is hard. It's supposed to be hard. You know, it is you are taking on a full team by yourself in trios, or even, you know, multiple people in quads. It's supposed to be difficult. But if we play a little bit slower, play a little bit more patient, and then start to play faster and reposition well and use information, that's how we can start to A, get kills without taking damage, and B, keep our enemy guessing. Now, as I push up this way, I'm going to go ahead and check this corner. I heard him up here, right? And I see one right there. So I get the down. I get the thirst, so now I have information. 2 on my level in Grandma's house. I'm going to go ahead and push in. I saw one of them dip down to my right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the thirst right there, and we are just short of a UAV, but we're going to go ahead and challenge there, and I knew that guy was below because of that information. We have 5,700. Now we're just short of a UAV, and I go ahead and wipe that team because I'm in solo trios. You know, in solo trios, you got to make a very tough decision about farming. Do you farm kills? Do you not farm kills? Because any opportunity for you know, for them to fly back in could be an opportunity for you to die. Now, in 1v3 situations, that is different. If you are solo trioing with a full squad and you guys are just split, I'd highly recommend farming. If you are solo trio in a game, a little bit of a tougher situation because you're risking it. Now, I grabbed the scav here strictly because I know this first crate's going to give me enough cash for a UAV. Little IQ play. I'm not even going to finish this scav. I don't care about it down there. I just wanted the money for the UAV. Now, as we buy a UAV here...
Are there people here?
I thought I heard somebody, but as we buy a UAV here, if you are looking to get better Rebirth, I took my KD from a 0.7 to over a 4 KD. So if you are looking to get better Rebirth, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below so that my content gets pushed you a little bit more. And I do videos every single day. So if you want to know when I post, make sure you turn on that notification bell as well so you get that noti and join that noti gang. Let's go ahead and keep pushing here. Now, I turn the corner. I know there's one on my level. I just can't really exactly find him where. Now, I'm not going to worry about him. I'm going to go and push this guy above me. This is where I really want to talk about anticipation. Watch the centering of my crosshairs. Watch how I'm ready for this guy. Boom. I am centered exactly where I think he's going to be. A little bit of strafing while shooting allows me to get a kill without taking any damage. Now, I see that that person's teammates are over to the right. I see this team rotating in, immediately challenged. So this is where I don't want to get hyper-focused on that one team that I just killed. I immediately on the UAV see that there's a team to my left, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge there. Now, I decided to get off roof here when it comes to positioning because a lot of things can happen up there. I should not have won that gunfight. I have no idea how I did. I avoided a few bullets. I was able to hit some shots. I have no idea how I won that gunfight, but those are the situations that you find a way to win sometimes, and those keep your games alive. You know, if I go down there, that's it for me. That's game over, but I end up turning this into a 26-kill solo trio win, but it doesn't happen unless I can find a way to pull that off. Now, let's talk about this next situation right here. I'm going to go ahead and peek this left side in a second. 35 meters to the left, so I know he's over here. I'm going to go ahead and peek, and I actually don't catch him in that window right there, but I'm quick to actually get down. You know, as soon as I felt that situation going bad, I decided to back out. Now, I rechow this in the same exact spot because of this heady. Look how difficult it is for him to hit me right there. I mean, I probably have this much of my head showing, and I don't get a lot of great shots on him, but I get enough that it scares him away, and now I'm going to go ahead and reposition down low. Now, right here, I'm trying to see how many people there are. I'm trying to gather that information. I know there's at least one, but if there's 2 or 3 in there, I need to know that information. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge this way, try to see what I can find, play a little bit more patient. Right? That's where I talk about patience. I'm not full sending that building flying over there. I decide to reposition down, play a little bit more patient. I keep my crosshairs there until I get to a point where I can quickly take off with my OTS-9. And now I'm going to be unpredictable. They heard the glass, but I'm going to go ahead and challenge this way. I'm going to get the down right there. Go ahead and challenge the second guy. Boom. Team wipe right there. So we have 14 kills. We have 5 other teams. And guys, like I said, this is a little bit of a... I keep this lobby actually pretty healthy, or this lobby stays pretty healthy. And that's why I ultimately am able to get... That was a little skip in the actual gameplay right there. But we have fire sale up. We have $7,900. I'm going to do a quick heartbeat check to see if anybody's still around. And just to quickly review kind of those 3 tips that I've talked about, right? The first is going to be pace, playing fast sometimes, or playing slow sometimes to start it off and then playing fast. We want to talk about information, and we want to talk about repositioning. Now, I get the down and the thirst there. Yes, that person was AFK. That gives me a pretty crucial piece of information about where that person's teammates are.
Let me see where everybody is.
Boom. I want to see where everybody is here. So I got one right here. I got a team at Harbor, and I got a bunch of people up at Prison. By the way, I cannot wait for this end game. This end game is going to be a crazy breakdown. So I see that one's below me. I'm going to go ahead and capitalize on the UAV being up, try to figure out where he is. Now, I wanted to get to that second floor, but unfortunately, I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and pop Deddy. And thankfully, because I get that thirst, I get the pings that that person's right in the middle there. So I'm going to go ahead and reposition here, play a different angle. I know there's a team further back in Harbor. So I'm not going to peek that same window. And right about here, I get clustered from Harbor. So I'm going to go ahead and push back here, and I hear one actually pop UAV here. So I pop UAV. I see one right below me. Let's go challenge, right? I'm centered, and then I catch a glimpse of him right there. So I'm going to go ahead and push back. I'm going to get the down. I'm going to get the thirst. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing back. I don't want to get killed by that cluster because it drops on me. Now, look at what we got here. 4 other teams, although I see probably... There's at least 3 here. I'm guessing there's 1 top prison, 2 bottom near decon, 1 over at Harbor, 1 at headquarters. So we need to keep all of that information to our advantage. Now, right here, everybody's pretty close together. And this is a pretty game-breaking decision. Who do I push next? And this is where I get caught a little bit of, like, not totally being sure about what to do. But the moment I see this dot right here split, I'm going to go ahead and challenge that guy. We have 16. We have 4 other teams still up. We're still going to pick 3 other teams still up now. I still have 10 more kills to get. I'm going to go ahead and challenge down this way. I see him. Notice the strafing. And look at the centering right here. Look at the centering. This is where Combat Scout, in my opinion, is better than Amped. Like, I know exactly what this guy's doing. If he had jumped out the window, I know exactly what he's doing. Boom, I repeak. I'm able to get the down and the thirst. I take absolutely no damage there. Well, a little bit of damage, but we're going to go ahead and replay here. I'm going to go ahead and challenge Roof just because I want to get the reposition, right? Be unpredictable. I want to get that get that high ground on this team right here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to hit jump spot. And we're going to peek up top, try to see what I can find. I don't want to over peek here just in case they got snipers. I've been having a big issue lately with Glint, and I get the cluster strike, and I notice that he's actually right below me. So I'm going to push back. I'm going to push back to Nova. There's no reason. This is where I want to play a little bit patient. I'm not going to put myself in bad situations just because, especially being in solo trios. Now let's talk about this end game right here. This is a really tough one. The two questions you always need to ask yourself for end game are, where's the power position and where's your cover? And I'm going to foreshadow this actually right here. Where do I need to be? So I open the mini-map, and this right here is where the circle finishes, okay? This is our end game right here. Now, as I look on this mini-map, my initial thought is going to be Nova 6, right? Right on this corner of Nova 6, I have high ground over team at Harbor, but I know there's still a team at Headquarters, and I know there's still a team at Prison, actually, right? Those are where, that's keeping that information in your pocket of previous UAVs. So what I notice here is, if I don't rotate early, and circle pulls this way towards Prison, which it ends up doing, I'm toast. Like, trying to navigate this whole area, which has no cover. I have low ground. It's a really bad spot to be in. So what I'm going to end up doing, now, if I rotate early and I get high ground up here, and the circle pulls towards Nova or towards Chem, like, I'm still okay to rotate that. But if I get caught low and it pulls back like it does, that's going to be a really tough situation. So these are the situations that you start to think about and understand that, okay, while Nova 6 Roof isn't a bad spot to be, it's not exactly where I need to be. It's not the best place to actually be. So I'm going to go ahead and push up here. I'm going to rotate left, quickly playing. This is where the OTS-9 mobility is great. Quick check a heartbeat. Boom. I see 18.7. I know there's a team there. I don't even need to, know exactly where they are. I'm automatically going to play kind of end circle or towards the edge of circle here. Push up. Thankfully, I can climb rocks, and they actually patched that. So I got 46.7, right? So as soon as I saw that 18.7, the thought was, okay, there's a team in there. I need to rotate quickly around towards edge of gas. Now I'm here, and I go, okay, how many people are in there? Right? That's the change right there. Is now I want to figure out how many people there are. So as I turn this corner, I'm going to be ready. Look at the centering. Look at the preparation, and I see that guy right there. Boom. I hit all my shots. I get the down. I want to be careful. I don't want to send this. And notice the cover right here. If there's a guy in this little cubby right here in this little corner, I'm still okay. I have cover. Now I see that both are on the buy station. So I'm going to go ahead and push here. I'm going to grab Deddy. I see one right there. Unfortunate gun switch. I'd already in my mind been ready to switch guns. As I turn the corner, I get one, no damage. Second one, dot on my level, immediately challenge. I talked about this yesterday in my coaching, that so many of you would start to reposition up the stairs or out or try to, figure out a different angle. Guys, I took no damage there. 0 damage. I'm immediately going to challenge this. 2 kills, I took half a plate of damage. And that's one of those where sometimes you don't have to get fancy with it. If I take no damage in a situation and I know that person is right there and he's pushing towards me, just anticipate. Just be ready. I don't want you to get caught in an attack sprint because you're pushing, but just be ready for that guy. And it's a pretty easy kill at that point. We have 20 kills. We have 3 other teams. So right here, we see that there's one team at Harbor or somewhere over that area. There's one team kind of back near Chem or somewhere on that side of the map. There's one team above me. Now, as I push up here, I see this dot on my level right here. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge. I get the down. I get the thirst. Now, 2 above me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to rotate towards the roof, which is where I really want to be. That's the true power position right here. So I'm going to go ahead and precision. Now, notice these dots right here. Both below me. Both clearly pushing my direction. So as I turn this corner, I'm going to be ready. I get the break, and the moment I see 2 and I don't get that first down, reposition, play fast. Now we're really going to play fast. I check that corner, I get the down, and notice the anticipation right here, just real quick. Again, challenge the corner, boom, I get the down. I'm out. But watch the anticipation, watch the centering. Look at the centering right there. Right? I'm ready for people to be around this corner. It's not a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, they're actually there. No, the question is, which one did I hit? Now I reach out the first one because I take no damage, and now I reach out the second one because he wasn't going to be expecting that. So I hear a self-revive go off. I know there's one on my level right here. And you want to see bad anticipation? Let's watch bad anticipation right here and how it almost cost me this game. I check that side. I see him. I'm caught in attack sprint. Guys, I knew he was here. I knew he was on this side. I should not have gotten caught in attack sprint here. And what happens is I get the down. I somehow miss the throwing knife as I always do. And I have no plates at this point. And I know this person's teammate's pushing, which means my only option is to try to make a play. I hear him. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Boom. Go. And I just got to catch him off guard. That's where the TTK is so fast that you can pull off plays like that. I would have loved to not be in that situation. That was a bad situation because I did not anticipate that first person well. Now again, 1v2, 24 kills. Heart is racing. Let's see what we can do. I think about Ethan with the membership. Ethan actually became a member of our coaching program the other day when I was actually playing this. Now I go ahead and rotate all the way down, and I actually almost make a fatal mistake here. Not reloading my AK-47. Now, right here, I think I might have done too much, but I'm actually in an okay spot. I use this as cover. I see one jumping, 21 bullets. Watch what happens, chat. I get the down. I don't have enough bullets for the second guy. I don't have enough bullets for the second guy. The gas mask runs out. I have to reload.
Because of this.
I am for sure certain that I just lost here. Now, as I turn this corner, I'm going to be ready just in case. But I'm going to push down and get in gas. Now, I'm going to go ahead and reload here. I hear him right above me, so I'm using the rocks as my cover here. Now, as I turn the corner, he actually played this well. He jump peeked that corner. I was not anticipating him. But I'm able to get the down. I'm able to get the thirst, which then, again, gives me that piece of information that I need. I have one plate. Gas is pushing my back, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge. I get the combat scout, and I am super hyped that I just dropped 26 kills solo trio win. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Take those tips, pace of play, information, repositioning, and of course, execution, specifically anticipation, to start to really 1v3. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.